Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And today, pardon me, I'm going to make a few cards using up some of this designer series paper, which is the Just Kidding 12 by 12 designer series paper. I did not get the stamp sets or the dies. They do look cute, but I've decided to just use the paper. So let's see what I've come up. I've done a bit of fussy cut and a few bits of ideas. So basically I'm just going to put some cards together. They probably won't have sentiments. They're just using the designer series paper to make scenes. So the paper itself has actually got, one of them has got some nice backgrounds. So I've cut them to a size that will fit on a normal card. I might want to put just something behind. So what I should have done was looked at the other papers to get a bit of background. So let me just, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with each one. So I've got that one, two, I've got this little one that's kind of got water, so I'll do that one soon because I was thinking that one, that would fit on. I was just thinking these guys playing in the puddles with their toy boat. I just think it's just cheerful. I'm probably not going to put sentiments on these. I'm thinking we'll decide as I'm needing to use each card. What I'm just going to put this lot to the side just now so that you can see the card that I am making now. Yeah, I think that's probably just fine on there, and I need a card base. I've just got a pile of basically white card bases, some designer series paper, some fussy cutting that I did while I was watching TV, and we'll just make some cards. Although already I'm thinking it might be interesting to see if I've got a bit of, what's that clear stuff called again? Oh, pleasant. Every day I do this to myself. I set myself up to say words that I can't remember. And I had some here earlier. Here it is. That stuff. Acetate, there's the word. I'm thinking that might come in handy. Let's just put this on here first. Yeah, so we'll just glue it onto the white back. You could go for a coloured backing, but sometimes just keeping it simple. So basically what I'm doing is making a few kiddie cards that I can then, when I've got a child in mind, it's they quite like to have their name and their age. I would say the age that these me caricatures are aimed at. I would say that the reason I'm not putting sentiments on just now is because I will pop their name and maybe their age on when I know who they're for. And then I'm just going to stick this straight onto the card base. So I came on here thinking I was just going to stick them together plain and simple, because I've got a bit too much glue there, and now I've got some fluff from the cloth. I'll get my glue rubber when that is dry. But basically what I was going to show you, you could just put that, right, we've got a bit of a glue issue going on here, right, I'm sorry, but the paper pad causes this. I'm going to do it with my glass mat because when I get glue I can then just wipe it off. It'll annoy me to, like, in fact I should go that way so it goes off the card and not on it. Come on. Just have to be patient. I don't want to lean hard with this because I don't want to tear the card, but be a bit more careful than I was for glue squishing out. There you go though, that's it sorted. So there we have that bit. Now where was I with the acetate? I'm already complicating it and I've only just started. So I don't know how long or short this video will be, but I am going to make one or two. It's not just a quick. Okay, so I've now lost the piece of acetate because I've lifted the paper, the sticky paper that was annoying me. But here we have it. And I'll get some snips. This might not work, but it might. So just a strip. I won't need all of that. I'm just going to bend a Z, a kind of a Z here. Yeah, it just needs a Z. Now, I just want to do these little folds. There's no measurements, it's just a couple of folds to make a wee zigzag. And then I really set myself up because I didn't have things ready. I don't have my glue dots out. And I'm not quite sure where they are. They've moved. I am filming today after being a bit poorly, so please forgive me for my worse than usual organisation. Right, but I had them. They were here. I had them the last day I was at my desk. Here's my wee ziggy zag. Right, let's see if we can just do it with this, because the glue dot, the minute I stop filming, the glue dots will turn up, but I can't really be spending all your time. So I've put a bit of tape here, and I'm just going to put the wee ziggy zag on the back. And I just added a bit of sticky on that side, and it will just make them a bit wibbly wobbly. So there you go, see? So they're sailing along in the rainbow. So that's my first one, and just making it a bit wibbly makes it more interesting to a child. I will swap that tape for glue dots when I find them. Whereas one of these days you could spend a day trying to get organised, or I could make some videos. So that's the first one. What else have we got in here? I know we've got this one in the library. And so I just cut out quite a selection of the wee figures. I think this one could do with a bit of a layer at the back. I don't think we've got any backing that's red, but what have we got? Yeah, we could use that for the backing. So just any of the colours that's already in the picture is the best idea. So just want that to be 10.1 by 14.4. If if you're using inches, obviously you sort out your own layers. I don't know if this will look okay or not. Yeah, because it pulls the pink from the bookshelf. So we'll go with that. I didn't put a timer on. I meant to say like how many cards can I make in how much time, but I don't really want to put pressure on myself. As I say, I'm filming on a day after I've been ill for 2 or 3 days, so seems a shame to cover up these wee characters. But we have a whole pack of paper, so we've got plenty of each one. Gee, it's going to be that kind of day, isn't it? I saved it. I saved it. There we go. So, and now just like what characters, who's reading. Oh, look at these guys reading quite nicely. There you go. And he's, is that somebody coming in my books, or we've got this one? This wee guy here. Looks like he's kind of putting the books away, doesn't he? I would just use dimensionals for these guys. They're just cute. Just make nice, simple children's cards. It doesn't have to be birthday, it could be congratulations for something. So these two are reading together on the mat. And then this wee one's come in, I don't know. You can make up your own stories about what's happening. The goldfish jumping out the bowl there. There's lots of interest in the pictures too, so sit with a child and there's loads in there to talk about, isn't there? So there's another one. We'll do this big one next. So I had pre-cut this one. And I'm just making sure this is still filming. I just had a funny feeling there. I don't want to make all these cards and then find out that I hadn't filmed. Just a nice simple background on. So this is a 14 centimetre square, this one. And I could have cut it up and made 2 cards using it, but I decided that it would be nice to do a big card, because if I've got someone that's got a special birthday, that will be perfect. And whoops, I do sell some of my cards on stalls as well, so you know it might be relevant for someone. Someone might ask me to make a card for, you know, a child for a certain birthday or something. Ah, I've got one pre-made here. All I've got to do is add the right sentiments and maybe the age or... So I've done it again with the glue. Why is that? I need to get hold of myself, don't I? See a wee boy here, just, I don't know what other characters I've got, is that? goodness. I've lost track of what I was doing. Right, who have I got? I'm just trying to decide which ones when here. I think she can come in and be reading on the mat, and he's reading too. Look, he's eating his popcorn, he's got it everywhere. So I hope this inspires you to just chop your paper up and use it up. She's sitting on a pile of books. There's a lovely cosy chair there, but she's sitting on a pile of books. I'm sure that reminds you of some child you know. So there, I'm just going to leave that at that. Did I put in? Yeah, put in an insert on the inside. And as I say, I can add detail when I know who it's for and what the occasion is. Then I found that I had a little bit of Les Shops designer series paper left. So I wondered it was what to put behind it. I hadn't kind of worked out yet. So I've got, this is the arts and crafts shop, and I thought this wee guy, he's been making his costume and playing with his craft stuff, so I thought that he might want to come and buy some more. That was where I got to with that anyway. I didn't know if I had something for the background. Let's have a wee look in the pack here. Didn't really know what was in there. So do we have a bit of that or some of this? I think some of that at the background will be, I don't know. You'll have to help me decide. Yeah, I think there's not enough contrast here with that. I like that blue, but that'll work better. So we'll chop ourselves a bit of this. So sometimes it is just to do it as you go, because if you plan it all in advance, you won't remember what you were going to do anyway. So, well, if you're anything like me, you won't. But you're probably nothing like me. Sorry guys, you're getting squashed in, hidden in behind. I think we're, whoops, see that's what's happening. Sometimes the glue's squishing and I haven't noticed. Right. I meant to do it with the waves going the other direction, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Just go with it. Just go with it. So tell me who's got some of this designer series paper and not sure what to do with the rest of it. Honestly, have a play. And that's from Les Shops, which I think I'll pop that on with dimensionals. What did I do with my snips? I had them here a minute ago. What have I done? These are not the ones. Oh, they're in the other tub there. Got 2 tubs on the go and I just seem to not pay attention to where I'm putting things. Just using up the bits from the edges of this. There, and we'll put some on this wee guy. So he's gone shopping for some more supplies. Anybody else make up stories when they're doing stuff like this? This shop should be straight, shouldn't it? Could be a falling down. I think it's quite nice. It's an arts and crafts shop, but it looks like it's got a studio upstairs. So maybe this wee guy's going to a class. A good place to have card making classes. Anyway, he's coming along, so we'll see. There we go. That's another one. And then I have these guys that are kind of outside. So I did think to pull in for a background for these guys was a piece of this paper, which of course I've forgotten the name of, and that's not that. And it's not that. Somebody's messing with me. Is it in the meadow? It's here it is. Laid it out for myself so I could tell you. Meandering Meadows, and it's an online exclusive, so you'll check that out. You'll find that online. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? So I was thinking something about these guys could be, you know, just in the garden having a bit of a play. Look at the rabbit. So are we doing that as a square, or I think we'll just do it as a normal size card. But I'll do it. I'm going to do it landscape, so I'm going to take a little bit of the sky off here. And then have a look and see. Yay. And then I want this to be 14.4, so we'll just take a little bit off that side. That should work. And just take another white base. You could, of course, use coloured bases. That's kind of all the fussy cutting I've done, but you see where we're going here? We could keep going if I had more figures cut out. Lovely background this as well, isn't it? What a beautiful sky. So as I say, no rocket science today, just using up the papers. managed to get some glue there. Got my cloth here, let's just get it away. Of course, I've used up most of the dimensionals. Will we do it? Will we make it with these? Right, we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Probably not. But I've got plenty more. I've got a whole packet. I'm just making sure I use these up before. So she's lining the flowers, trying to attract the rabbit with a carrot there. Actually, just put a bit of glue at the bottom of that one, this wee guy. So he's sitting in the flowers here, and he's got a bird landed on him. So he's quite excited about that. And then we've got the wee girl. Trying to get the rabbit to come to her. And she's lying in the meadow here. And we've got the cheeky wee rabbit. A rabbit and a birdie, so the children are quite well amused for a while. I think he's going to come and have that carrot. I don't know who I'm amusing here, myself probably. So there you go, a few cards just from the papers. Sat and just did a bit of fussy cutting one day when I wasn't feeling so good, but I could sit on the couch and do that. So let's have a look. I think we've got 5 here. I've still got a background here as well that I could make up, but I've not got any more kids cut out, so we'll just leave it at that just now. So here we go. We've got them in the big play tent, just having some quiet time and reading and having a wee snack. And then we've got these guys on the bouncy boat and the puddles. And very well behaved children just enjoying a wee read in the library. And these guys are out in the meadow. And then we've got this wee guy, he's going to the arts and crafts shop to get some more supplies, or he might be going to a class, who knows. So there you go, 5 cards made in a fairly short time. Thank you very much. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. If you want to buy any of these products, you can do at JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net. And thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.